Our list for today are 5 biggest busts now that the regular season is done of the 2022 college football season. BGB, go through your list, my friend.
All right, this is a painful list for me because some of these takes are bad. So number 5, I've got my Oklahoma Sooners on there, going 6-6. I mean, golly, this is the worst year I think of that OU has had since I think 1998 when they went 5-7. I mean, I was a little kid when that happened. I don't remember an OU team being this bad. And just they had expectations. People picked them to be. A lot of people picked them to be in the Big 12 championship, but obviously that's not it. And I'll tell you what, I'm an OU guy. People ask me all the time, who do you get the most hate from on Twitter and stuff? And it's got to be, OU fans just raise hell with me.
I feel you.
It'd be your own.
Yep.
Because I call it how it is. I'm not a sunshine pumper. So OU number 5, 4 Miami Hurricanes. I mean, gosh, the splash hire, Mario Cristobal, he's coming in. He's getting all these big recruits, and they go 5-7, lose to Middle Tennessee. I mean, and just look horrible, and probably the worst division in college football, the ACC Coastal Division. So I got them at 5. Number 3, I got Arkansas. I had high expectations for them. Had them finishing second in the West. They go 6-6. The secondary was just atrocious this year. Their defense, they couldn't stop anybody. So I've got them at 3. Number 2, this one stings because I feel like I personally vouch for them. Michigan State at number 2, going 5-7. Tuck not coming this year. Just huge bust in my opinion. He's got to get things figured out on the coaching staff and personnel wise. And then number 1, I think this is probably the consensus number 1 here. Texas A&M. 5-7, pathetic season, lose to App State, anemic offense. I get a lot of things wrong, but I called this at the beginning of the year that they're overrated. Jimbo's offense is stale, and I didn't think they'd finish last in the West, but here we are, December 13th, and they are dead last in the West. So those are my 5 busts.
I think it's a pretty good list, Ken. What do you?
I like that list. I like that list. What do we have? 3 overlapping?
Yeah, it's somewhere around there. Let's throw up our list of the 5 biggest busts. All right, number 5, Houston. Some people thought they were going to be this year's Cincinnati. Clayton Tune coming back. Dana Holgerson's got the hair like boy from Kingpin just flying in the wind. Is it real? Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's a bad season, because it was. Michigan State, number 4, I'm with you. They dropped a bag on Mel Tucker. Turns out it may have been a lot more Kenneth Walker than it was Mel Tucker. We'll see. We know he's going to have success in recruiting. He can recruit the Southeast. We will find out, and especially being in that division, we're going to find out pretty quickly. Then NC State, number 3. Look, Devin Leary got hurt, but so does a lot of people's feelings. That doesn't mean I got to be sad all the time. Some people had them going to the playoff. I think Dave.
Me.
You aren't the only one. You aren't the only one.
Might have been.
There's like 3 of y'all, I think. But NC State, again, in the ACC, elite secondary. Love watching. I love Dave Doran. I think he's one of the most underrated coaches in the country. When you look at what he's done at NC State, he's been kind of sneaky balling a little bit there. I don't think we've seen the last of NC State, though, even though it wasn't a great year. Then Miami at number 2. Look, I'm with you. I think Mario's going to be fine at Miami. I think Brent's going to be fine at Oklahoma. You look at the way they're recruiting up front. But, man, Tyler Van Dyke, you talk about regressed. I mean, he went from a guy that the profile was really high, especially in pro scouts' eyes, to kind of falling off a cliff a little bit. His last name should be Kingsbury. But Miami at number 2 and then number 1. Look, we have, we're going to call it like we see it. If we thought Auburn was going to win the West, we'd have Auburn number 1 as the biggest bust after the year they had. But nobody thought that was going to happen. Texas A&M, on the other hand, our buddy Billy Lucci and them, who I think Billy shoots it straight with just about everybody does best.
Great hair.
I do like Luch.
A&M, Luch shoots it straight. But there was a lot of hope, a lot of high hope. Jimbo Fisher, you see him in those SEC commercials just listening to the people yelling. Well, it turns out they weren't yelling in happiness. They were screaming in pain and fear after looking at this regular season. You got to figure it out. Do you put Petrino on the motorcycle, give him the neck brace, let him get by the chalkboard, figure out some ways to score, maybe step back, be a little more Dumbledore than McGonagall? I think that's what A&M needs.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Jimbo needs an offensive coordinator that can come in and that can say no to Jimbo Fisher.
That's a
that can
bad
stand up
Jimbo.
to him. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, Petrino. Yeah, we'll see.
I feel like Jimbo's turning into Coach Klein on the Water Boy. You know, like one day, like this offseason, like somebody's gonna walk in, he's gonna be like, hey, like nobody's gonna be in there. He's like, everybody gather around. It's like, here's the play.
He's wearing high heels in his house?
Yeah, it's like, no, Graham, I didn't get the job. He's like, here's the play. We're gonna get it. We're gonna fake it. No, the quarterback's gonna pretend to fake. No, he's gonna think about pretending to fake. And he's like, what? The room's getting smaller.
Coach Klein did win the Bourbon Bowl.
He did.
That green
He won the
playbook.
Bourbon
If
Bowl.
Jimbo can find his green playbook that Red
won the
Bayou
Bourbon
took
Bowl.
from him,
It's every year with A&M.
here we go.
It's
your A&M
every
thing.
year.
gonna
A&M's
do
just
this
like
again?
the Cowboys, but just the Cowboys are doing in the playoffs, and A&M just does it the entire year. They just get gassed up. They signed 3,000 five-stars, guys. They might not give up a touchdown. And then they win 5 games and finish last in the SEC. It's every year with these guys. And we keep doing it. I'm slowly going insane because I can't wait till next year when we're sitting right here right before football season and Texas A&M signed 35 stars with $18 billion and they come out and win 6 games.
Well, hold on. Let me. I think there should be a couple rules. I don't think we should have preseason rankings. Like, I know it helps us. Number one, I don't think the rankings should come out till week 4. I don't think they should come out till week 4. But I do think if you've been ranked in the top 10 for 2 straight years and you have not finished in the top 10 at the end of the year, you should not be allowed to be ranked in the top 10 in the first preseason poll. We should have rules. It's not relegation. You're not getting knocked down a division. You can still climb up whatever. But you know, it's the fool me
Ranking
once.
relegation.
Ranking relegation.
There we go. I like that. So my question is, out of all these teams on our list here, out of all these teams on our list, which program do you think will actually take that step forward next season? Because I think most of the
on
coaches,
our list or his list?
Let's combine them both. I think every single coach on both of our lists are coming back.
Do not say A&M. Do not say Texas A&M.
Jake already said A&M.
You want me to say it?
Don't say it. You said it this year.
You want me to say it? I need to see.
Go ahead and
out of A&M,
I need
Miami,
to see if they're going to let
Michigan
Max Johnson
State.
be the quarterback. But I'm telling you right now, guys, 2023,
Okay, here we go.
College Station.
High five.
Maybe going
Texas
down.
A&M.
No, I've said this. I've said this since SEC Media Days. I even had a monologue on this, I think, before the season started. I was like, Texas A&M fans, you've waited since 1939. All right, that's 2 years before Pearl Harbor. Hell, I think that was maybe even before the Titanic. I don't know. I got to go back and look at my calendar. But I do think 2023 is I think next year's the year. Not they win the national championship. I think they win 10. I think they win double-digit games next year.
Blaine?
Insanity.
No, it's not.
Insanity.
I haven't picked A&M to be. I picked them to go 4-4. I picked them to start out 1-3. It's not insanity. Insanity's doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. I have said A&M was going to be bad. This is the first year I've said they're going to be good. So you watch your mouth.
I don't think
you bite your tongue. You don't look me in the eyes and say that.
You got to pull up the tapes.
We'll I'll throw the challenge flag right now.
Arkansas?
Arkansas.
Okay.
Believe in Coach Pittman. Just believe in their identity and their system. Believe in Arkansas. I'm gonna go with Arkansas.
Boomer?
I'm going OU. I'm going with my Sooners. I mean, got to give Brent Venables a year to get the defense ready. I mean, OU's got the offense. Dylan Gabriel's coming back. It's just, man, they got to get better on defense. And
McCullough getting him was big. I believe they just got a linebacker.
Yeah,
they need team speed. They need team speed on defense at the linebacker and the defensive backfield. I've never watched Oklahoma I've watched Oklahoma give up points. All right, I've watched Oklahoma give up points to Texas. I've never seen Oklahoma just out-athleted by teams that should be even or less, just outrunning them. I've never seen safeties for a place like Oklahoma get beat when they have the angle so consistently. Our linebackers make one wrong step and they cannot run anybody down or make up for it. It's just it was kind of weird to see this year, and you can see it early.
It was terrible.
I'll take Miami. I'll take Miami. Right in the middle of the recruiting hotbed, Mario Cristobal entering year 2. You know they're going to run the football better next year at least. I think they're going to play better defense. I don't know what they're going to do necessarily at the quarterback position, but give me Miami next season. Take that step forward.
Florida State's looking good.
Hey,
Florida
I'm
State's
telling you,
looking good.
that may be.
Clemson's not going
Playoff
anywhere.
team next
Jaheim Bell, they get Jaheim Bell too from South Carolina. I'm telling you, FSU, I'm telling you guys right now, if that goes down, Jordan Travis is a junior coming back, it's going to be hard for me not to put FSU in the playoff.
But even if you lost to Florida State and Clemson, you could have a 10-win season.
For sure.
Miami.
For sure. Hey, YouTube, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're getting into the Christmas season. I have a homemade cinnamon roll right now that's calling my name. So make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell as well. And you know what? go ahead and like a video or two while you're at it. Because it's Christmas season. It's the season of giving. And you'll be giving us more than a like.